Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for the collective for the coming week. It is timeless in general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to get some prosperity dust on the table while I talk. Remember that when you catch this, it's for the coming week for you. And also remember that I'm tuning into energy, so it may not play out exactly this way this week. Because, of course, everyone's on a different timeline. Time is fluid, all the things. I'm very excited. I posted something in the, I guess that's not a community tab anymore. It's the post tab. But I was on a podcast with Molly. It's Walk with Faith with Molly Faith. It was a really cool experience and really fun and humbling, and it's really cool. So feel free to check that out. And she's an amazing reader. Her tarot channel is Crossroads Meets the Ocean Rose. And there's Cheryl Math Shaman. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Also, just want to put it out there that I am open for personal readings. Information is down in the description box. Just contact me through email, and that's all in there. So let's dive in. This little book called Think by Dr. Robert Anthony. Oh, and thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and helping my little channel to grow. It helps so much. And appreciate everyone and their support. When you really take a good look at your life, success is all you've ever had. I love that. Success is all you've ever had. It really ties into my motto that I've had for a long time. It's going to work out because it always works out. It doesn't always work out the way you hope, plan, or expect, but it always works out. And also it ties into another quote that I love, which is you've made it through 100% of your worst days, which is success. Success is all you've ever had. That's amazing. I really love that. I need to put this somewhere and mark it in case I want to go back to it. Because I have a hard time remembering words exactly. Anyway, let me get a couple of angel cards. I hope 2025 is going well for you. Raise your hand if it's been intense and crazy. And that could be anything. For me, it's run the gamut. It's been both ends of the spectrum. And by, intense and crazy, I mean anything that's not normal, run of the mill experiences, just going about your day. It's like there's big shifts happening. And I'm feeling it. I know a lot of people I know are feeling it. And with that, I pulled support. Support. A little help from your friends. Giving her a boost. Giving them a boost. Sorry, itchy eye. Hang on. Got some itchy eye confirmation about getting support. I should leave my glasses on. Going over a wall. Getting up over something that you might not be able to do on your own. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially with this theme of craziness, intense craziness, and also all the success you've had in your life. Chances are you've had support in various ways from different people. And we've got forgiveness. Oh, if my camera could. Oh, I'm gonna forgive my camera for not being able to focus. Also getting support in your efforts to uh, how would you say it? Apply forgiveness, use forgiveness, lean into forgiveness. Uh, there's there's something about like atoning, making amends, atonement, um, support in forgiving yourself. I mean, if you really think about it, forgiveness pretty much always comes back to us. Because even when we're like angry and, resentful, railing at someone else, there's always a piece of that is turned inward, that is turned on ourselves. Why did I let this happen? Why did I um, fall for something? What's wrong with me? Why did I, yeah, whatever. It's like anger or whatever it is at ourselves for allowing something to happen. And that forgiveness is just, as I always say, it's not condoning any kind of bad behavior. It's just releasing yourself. It's recognizing that we all are doing the best we can with what we know and what we have in any given moment. And it's hindsight that teaches us the lessons. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best idea. And so trying to work with that, the guilt, the shame, the bitterness, all the different feelings. Um, Simple, not easy. But but it's here. So the energy, it's the energy in the collective. And I love it too because there's a lot of, there's been a lot of crazy things going on in the world. One of them is kind of nearby where I live with the crazy fires down in LA. And one of the things I've been hearing is how people are really coming together to help each other, to come together as a community and support one another. And that energy of forgiveness really helps to kind of soften the playing field. It allows, it brings in so much more compassion and understanding. So let me go with the wisdom of the oracle. Between worlds. Here and now in reverse. 32. Oh, and this is number 3. No, we have 32. And yin, number 2. Isn't that interesting? We've got 3 and 2 and 32. Yeah, there's this big shift that is happening. This between worlds. It's neither here nor there. It's that transition. And transitions oftentimes are very difficult. And what's happening here, what has happened is there's something about feeling the regret, the shame, the guilt because of things that happened in the past, fear of what's to come, not being in the present moment because of this transition. Where am I going? I don't want to be where I was, but I don't know where I'm heading. It can be a very uncomfortable place to be. And there's something about, some like maybe ego death. There's humbling experiences that are happening. But where it's leading, or where it has led, is to this place of actively receiving, of coming to the understanding that the life is about providing experiences and lessons. And you, this is you being in that place of actively receiving, of potentially working with your anxiety or your fear, depression, um, and working on bringing yourself into the moment and saying, okay, I don't know what's to come, but I'm open to receive it. It and something, yeah, because you've made it through 100% of your worst days. You've had success. Success is all you've ever had because it's brought you here to this moment. And I think there's something about redefining what success is too. Just because you don't have $1 million sitting in your bank account doesn't mean that you haven't had countless experiences of success. Success in learning how to care for yourself and care for those around you. Success in creating a place where you can feel comfortable. Creating a sanctuary for yourself, a home, even some like space within your own mind, within your own heart, your consciousness. Success in creating connections with others, human, animals, plants. Yeah, it's it's that it's that connection we have with the world around us. So let me go to the heart's hidden secrets. Yay, it's 11:11. Nice. Yeah, confirmation. There's confirmation all around you about the fact that you are on the right path. You are succeeding in so many great ways, and it's not always evident on the outside. Soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. Mm. Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. Love it. Oh, this is so interesting. This card, bitterness, actually came to mind. I said bitterness. And we've got resentment, anger, and hurtful words. We get one more. Conflicted, decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. This really speaks to the full spectrum of experience. um, the ecstasy, the highs, the connection with others, that feeling of unity. And then on the other side, we've got the bitterness, the anger, the resentment, the feeling conflicted, the hot and cold, the multiple choices. Do I, don't I? And this between worlds is like that space that happens in between these different vibrational experiences, right? Like I said this on the podcast, um, and I often say something like this here on the channel, but it's like things aren't actually good or bad. That is our perception of them. Um, it more comes down to energy and how things are resonating, and there are lower there are experiences that are of a lower resonance and experiences that are of a higher resonance. We've got the kind of higher resonance here, and we've got the lower resonance here. And as humans, we tend to, some of us at least, tend to prefer the higher resonance things. That's why we have sayings like, when it rains, it pours, feast or famine. It's like, um, we want the good things, but then there are the experiences that are thrown at us or that we attract that are at a lower frequency. And partly it happens because we are meant to learn how to raise our frequency to attract what it is we do want. And sometimes it's about unraveling all the things that we have learned, that we have picked up through our life, oftentimes from childhood, and what we've been taught. So there could be something here around, yeah, it's like I feel the pendulum swinging. That's like pretty severely. Really highs, highs up here, lows over here. And I feel like this between worlds, there's something about trying to bring that pendulum, how do I say it? We're doing your best to focus on the here and now and to be actively receptive to what's coming, because there is something that is beautiful, colorful. I'm just kind of drawn to the gray versus the blue and the color and all that. Learning to be okay with the in between, because as uncomfortable as limbo and transition is, you're always going to come out of it. And I do not use that word lightly. I do my very best to not use the word always or never as unless I really mean it. And in this case, I feel like it's true. You can always count on change. And I think the trick is leaning into that, because I think some people are like, yeah, but I continue to have these same experiences over and over again. And that's an opportunity to look at what in you continues to resonate with those types of experiences that you don't necessarily want. All right. Okay. Let's go with Osho Zen Tarot. See, I'm still drawn to that support. Being openly receptive to getting support, possibly. It's like a new way of, it's a new way of being. It's changing your expectations. Going from like being of a mindset, for example, going from being in a mindset of I can take care of myself. I don't like to ask for help because I don't want to burden others, or whatever our reasons are, and moving into a mindset of allowing and receiving support, because it is a gift that people want to give, and it is coming through the universe, from the divine, through whoever is offering that support. It is a gift, and it's coming to the understanding, the feeling that you are worthy of receiving those kinds of gifts. We've got projections, 7 of water. Maturity, Ace of Rainbows. Six of Clouds, the burden. Hmm. feel like you are really coming to terms with connections that you've had that weren't where you weren't being fully authentic, or where you had expectations that you were placing on others. It all starts with awareness, right? And there's something about through not being in the here and now and seeing things for what they are. It's like spending time in the past or the future kind of colors how you how you perceive things. Say, for example, you've been hurt in the past, had some kind of heartbreak. Whoever comes at you and you haven't processed it, you haven't done the forgiveness piece of it, whoever comes forward in the present moment is getting projected onto by the past. And so there's this maturity happening. There's a new beginning coming, uh, a new opportunity, and it's starting from within. It really speaks to this increase in frequency and energy that I've been talking about. You're blossoming. This between worlds is what is affecting you on a emotional level, an internal level, we'll say, because it's all the things. It's emotional, it's mental, it's spiritual. It's even your intuition, your psychic abilities. And this burden, I'm seeing it as I feel like this is you forcing yourself to push through. It feels like a burden, but it's a, I don't know, labor of love or something. There's a part of you, it's like, the monkey on your back was what came to mind at first, but instead it's a rooster. um it's a I don't know. There's something here around this part of yourself that knows what you deserve, that knows that you've been through a lot and wants all the fine things and is like pointing the way. Keep going. And it feels heavy, but it's necessary. There's a big mountain to climb. It's a part of this transition that you're going through, and there's decisions to make. Do you keep going? Do you stop? Do you just curl up in a ball and cry for a while? It's perfectly fine to do that, by the way. In fact, it's helpful. But to get up and keep going, it's like, and you could be coming to an understanding of how you've been possibly manipulated in the past, how you've let yourself carry the burden of others. I mean, we have support here. But it's so funny because the image is like, it implies a lack of care, a lack of compassion. maybe this is what you've been doing to yourself. As you mature, as you come to a new understanding, you're seeing how you've pushed yourself to the extremes. And maybe you're realizing you need to go more easy on yourself. That's part of the forgiveness. But there's also something about the success, what you have achieved, how you've succeeded is directly tied to that part of yourself that was relentlessly pushing you. And again, I'm seeing this pendulum swinging, and it's always been swinging, but now it's like it's sped up, or it's swinging more wildly or something. Everything's on a fast track, and the trick is for you to try to be in the moment and open up and receive whatever is coming to you. So where are we at? Okay. I'm gonna go with the guides of the hidden realms. If you have been noticing the pendulum swinging in your life, leave a comment. How has that been affecting you? Inquiring minds want to know. And there's Broken Key Oracle. Good morning, Rebecca. All right. So we've got all the time in the world. Having enough time management. 28. Having enough time to get what you want done, but also learning how to manage your time better. Ripe, juicy, and ready, poised for success, potential waiting to be realized. Because okay, that pendulum, I'm talking about it, your pendulum is swinging wildly. And there's a lot of success that is coming in. That is, it's like learning how to manage your time, because there's going to be a lot going on that you're going to need to know how to juggle. And also, there is success coming in. There's more success coming in, and you're poised. You're ready. You're ready. This juice ready matches this yin card. Potential waiting to be realized. You've been working, like you've been going through it and coming out the other side. It's like the caterpillar and the butterfly. It feels like you've been in between worlds. See, kitty confirmation. In between worlds, and then you're coming out of the cocoon. And as a butterfly, you need to, as you make your way out of the cocoon, it takes a lot of effort. It is difficult to go through that process, or like a snake shedding its skin. And after you go through it, you have to rest. As the butterfly, you have to let your wings are still wet. Everything's all crumpled. You have to let everything unfold and gather your strength. And you have all the time in the world. It's really important to be in that place of rest. And this is a part of the maturity, is realizing this. A call to transformation, metamorphosis, the in-between worlds. Yeah. You're neither here nor there. It's all about the transformation. You're going through it. There is a death that is happening, ego death. It's like with caterpillars. They actually think they are dying when they are breaking down in the cocoon. Scientists have discovered they release DMT, which is a chemical that everyone releases when they die. So there is some kind of death happening to get you to the other side, to build you up again. Another way I think of it is getting the squeeze. It's very uncomfortable. You can't breathe sometimes. um, what? Oh, I know. I want to get some cards from the what's it called? The Angel Tarot cards. I only have Major Arcana here, but let's see what these have to say. Oh yeah, moth, butterfly or moth, absolutely. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Yeah. What you've been dreaming is coming to fruition. Ripe, juicy, and ready. Taking the dream and turning it into the reality. You have been intentionally going through a transition. You intentionally built that cocoon around yourself. That's a part of this maturity process. Balance, Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Wait for perfect timing. You have all the time in the world. There's no rush because you have to get through the in between. The in between. You won't be ready to fly until you're out of the cocoon and your wings are dried and ready. There's the need for balance. And that's kind of what I was gonna say earlier with this pendulum swinging is like focusing on it, bringing it to because it's swinging wildly. It's like focusing on the moment helps to bring you into focus and balance. Cooperation and compromise, that's a part of this support. And forgiveness. And we've got the High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. So there's all this, there's a huge message of patience, the need for balance, wait for perfect timing. What is it? Having enough time. So it's okay to relax into the moment, into the unknown, waiting to receive. It's not time for action right now. You're preparing. Let me go with the Oracle. Oh, sorry, it's called the Magic of You Oracle. Effervescence. Cultivate love. Number 5. Yeah. Cultivate love. What does love look like for you? Leave a message, comments. Love is so many things. Love, it's there's like countless definitions of love, what it means, and it means different things to different people. What does it mean to you? Samadhi, perfect acceptance, 29. Perfect acceptance of where you're at right now. Epoch, epoch, Pause in your journey. Pause. Pause. Patience. It's not time yet. You're in the in between. Wow, this is a big message for someone. If you've really been trying to push something here, push your way to or through, thinking you don't have the success you want and you're trying to force it, the message is so clear. Just cool your jets. Wait to see how things unfold. It's kind of amazing. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. I mean, yeah, you are in the process of learning a lot right now, and it's a lot of it is happening below the surface, like in a more subconscious way. Keep doing that shadow work. Yeah, I feel like you're being led, you're being guided, you're being kind of primed primed for something, some big opportunity coming. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. Changing how you think about the future, recalling your power. When we get into a place of anxiety, we're giving our power away to the fear of what might be, what could be, what might not be. And this is about recalling your power and using it as a tool to create the success that you want through visualization. Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. Yeah, that's what this Cultivate Love is all about. What do you love? What makes your heart feel feel good? There's something here about unlocking your heart, your generosity, your desire and ability to give back. There's something about that too, because I feel like having been in maybe a more constrictive place where you are operating more from a place of fear, that tends to keep us shut down and not able to share our resources, time, energy, love. And now with this heart opening, recalling your power, not giving it away to the fear. And remember, one of the acronyms for fear is false evidence appearing real. You're like, this is all part of the maturity. Ooh, and I don't know if you heard that. There's a confirmation sound. So let me get some cards from the Wisdom of the House of Night. The Fledgling. Yeah. Invisible. 16. Oh, and fledgling is number 1. Understanding. 43. Hang on. I'll look at my book real quick. Linda made it. Always better late than never. Absolutely. When you receive the symbol of the fledgling, know that you are blessed with a time of learning new things. Halls of learning. Great lessons. And then we have invisible. Sometimes you may feel like you don't fit in, as if you are invisible to others. As your goddess, I see you. I know you and I believe in you. If you've been feeling invisible to others or, on some path that you're on, this transformation you're going through is bringing you to a new understanding. I might as well read what that says too. It's tied to the maturity, this understanding. There's wisdom here. This is the symbol for deep and true comprehension. Deep and true. And that is what is happening. That is what you are gaining during this time of pause. You are integrating. You are transforming as you go through this integration process. There's a lot of support here for you, around you. People in your life, your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all the, whatever you subscribe to, universe, God, all, you have support from the cosmos. So where are we at? I haven't picked cards from this deck in a minute. This is the Wisdom of Avalon. The Owl. Deception. Wisdom. That's interesting. Deception. And this is lucky number 13. The Merlin. Alchemy, justice, balance. Number 1. Yeah, you are becoming an alchemist. Both of these are 1. You are learning something new. You are a part of that has to do with balance, wherever that was. I don't know. Oh yeah, balance is over here somewhere. Balance. Yeah, there it is. Where you have experienced deception in your life, both from others and how you have deceived others and yourself, you are gaining wisdom from this, and you're bringing things to balance. You are bringing this energy of, I said it before, like make atoning, making amends, alchemizing the energy. And then we have the Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. And by the way, I do not believe in coincidence. Everything is, what's the word? Happens for a reason. Everything is set up perfectly for us. This magic, like, the energy of magic is a part of what is being brought to the surface. It is a part of the transformation itself. It's a part of the metamorphosis itself, but it's also you coming out the other side and recognizing your own personal flavor of magic that you bring to the world. It's a part of this alchemy. It's not something that it's like something that you are learning to harness, to share. I even heard or got the word witness. You are witnessing something within you growing and being birthed. Yeah. coming online in a whole new way. Where you felt invisible before, now you will be seen. You weren't ready. You weren't ready to be seen before, or even right now. While you're in the cocoon, things are happening behind the scenes. It's a messy process that we generally don't want on display. But once you come to the other side of it, that's the understanding. When you start to be seen again, or be seen in a new way, it's because you have gone through the transformation. And so that's why there's this period of pause, this period of needing to have patience. So, all right. I want to get some cards from the Oracle of E. Todd Crawley made it. Hey, thank you. Bring it. Number 11. Wow. You are brave and fearless these days. Even if it doesn't feel that way, you are being called to take off your armor and leap. Ooh, where was that? Yeah. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Today is the day to call fear out as the wimpy imposter that it is. It's time to go for it. Yep, you are overcoming that fear. That is super cool. Musing right along, 18. Makes me think of the Muppet movie. Might as well write your acceptance speech. Your creative mojo is in rare form. Inspired ideas, brilliant schemes, and colossal plans are streaming in from every direction, courtesy of your inner muse. Get out a bucket and drink in the sweet nectar of inventiveness and fun. All right. I got my bucket. All right. Let me get one more. Superhero 31. This one's for you, Rebecca. This is for everybody, especially Rebecca. Right now, you've got superhuman strength. The truth is, you always do, but most of the time you don't need it. Why bother? Everything's rocking along just fine. You are about to learn just how cool, how strong, how amazing you really are. Wow. So that implies that there is something big coming, that, you know, when superheroes show up using their abilities, it's because there's a situation that is necessary, that needs it. And you're not just going to blow everyone else away. You're going to blow yourself away. You're going to be like, wow, I had no idea. But yes, I am awesome. I love it. There's something huge coming. It's big and it's right around the corner. And it's all you need to do is focus on the preparation part of it. Maybe learn something about time management. Practice flexing that patience muscle. Focus on dreaming about what it is that you want. What do you want this future thinking? What do you want? How do you want to live in the future? Like, if you think about where you're at right now is an effect of what you were thinking in the past. then what you think right now will affect your future. So if you aren't fully satisfied with what you're experiencing right now, how can you change your thinking? How can you change the way you show up compared to what you were doing in the past? Your power is here in this present moment to create the change, to create the balance, to create the um, that excitement and that joy that ecstasy. Yeah. Um, and learning to support yourself, support others. That reciprocity goes a long way. Nobody, no powerful, successful anybody in the world has done it all by themselves. So, yeah. Okay, let me finish with just saw 5115. I'm going to finish with a chakra card. Purity, third eye chakra. I release the need to control myself, my life, and others around me. I allow for and embrace purity of mind and vision. I am honest, clear, and pure in my intentions to serve myself and others to bring about peace in the world. My intention is pure. And it makes me think of this yin energy, this active, actively receiving energy. Your intention for success has to do it's realigning with this purity of mind and vision. This is a part of the transformation. And what's coming from it is something incredible. Like, I just don't even think you have any idea right now, any inkling of how amazing it's actually going to be. But you're being prepared. So just keep focusing on the present, and you're going to get, I don't know, something great. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much again for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if you feel like it.